Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just thought about something, and I think I should share it with anyone who may be going through something like this. Let me share a story with you. There was once a time, years ago, to where I did not really know my value. I did not know the power that I carry within my very bones. I didn't know the weight that I had when it comes to value. I was dealing with somebody that when I met her, I thought she was amazing. I thought she was incredibly sweet. Somebody that finally saw me for who I was. But then, as time went on, I made a terrible decision, which is to put this person above myself way too many times. Doing husband-like duties and just a mere boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. I was offering husband duties while she was barely offering just friendship duties, basic human decency duties. She was barely even giving that worth anything because everything was about her. I remember driving 90 minutes to our house on a whim, whether it be that she was having a bad day, she needed somebody to take her to doctor's visits, whether that be that she needed somebody to confide in, somebody to vent to about situations. And I drove that 90 minutes with no problem at her beck and call, trying to be there, trying to prove my worth, trying to prove that I loved her, trying to show that I really did care about her. And it wasn't an act. It was the truth. There was love there. But you see, there was no reciprocation there. That was my problem. It's that I didn't receive the reciprocation. I didn't see the love. I didn't receive it. I didn't feel it. I couldn't absorb it because she was so unwilling to give it. She wanted me to perform husband-like duties, showing her how much she was valued, how much she was cherished, how much she was loved. But when it came to showing me how much I was valued, she didn't show up for me. She didn't. And as time went on, the relationship slowly started to deteriorate more and more. I honestly should have got out of it way sooner. But I wanted to not give up. I was so addicted to the idea of trying to make it, of trying to overcome any obstacle with this person, because I believed. I was naive at the time, ladies and gentlemen, so please give me a break. But I thought that if I tried more, if I just constantly kept pushing along and trying to find ways to find peace amongst the thorns, that I thought one day it would get better. But here's the thing, it didn't get better. And as time slowly went on, as it got closer to the end, when she started to tell me that she wasn't attracted to me, that she wasn't as attracted, even though I didn't even change. In fact, I'm way bigger now than what I was back then. I was at the top of my game a lot better at that time frame, but yet, despite her being the one to ask me out on a date, despite her being the one going for the first kiss, despite her being the one that was so eager to get into the bedroom with me, and yes, we did some things quite a few times. It's not my imagination. Use your imagination with that. Despite all of that, she said that she wasn't attracted as much anymore. But here's the thing. I never, ever lowered the momentum or the intensity of how much I was loving her and how much I was showing up for her. But yet, she was the one who was slowly turning the dial down on her effort, but she was turning the dial up with her mediocreness. Then she started to say that the relationship is not a priority for her anymore. The relationship is not a priority anymore for her. She said that She felt like she was forcing herself to be nice to me. So when I went ahead and replied back and said, well, you know what? If you feel this way, then just leave. Why stay here? Why stay here with me and do this? But then this is when she would pull it on back. All of a sudden, we can get through anything. We can get through any trials and tribulations, because she wasn't ready to let me go just yet. She still needed me to feed that ego. And then finally, when I got to my breaking point with this, and I was trying to find some way to get out of this trauma bind, because it was so hard, I finally started to try to make some moves to maybe get out of it. My grandmother knew what was going on. She said, Chris, baby, I don't think you're being treated so well. Is there anyone else that you might want to talk to? Anybody else? I instantly said, no, Grandma, I can't do anything else. I said, I gotta fight for this. But as time went on, I finally started to break on this. I'll go ahead and be honest with y'all. I reached out to somebody to get some feelings out, to test if I was attractive enough, because this person had worn my confidence down so badly. She got me to doubt myself so terribly badly, to where I didn't think I was attractive to anybody, and I just wanted to see. Anyways, a conversation that only lasted about 4 hours through text messaging. This girl finally, I guess she must have found out about it, whatever the case may be. And what she decided to do is to go ahead and instantly break up. She decided to completely overhaul and decide to cut out the whole entire idea that she had withdrew herself completely, emotionally, physically, whatever you can possibly think of. She withdrew herself from the relationship for 6 whole months. Here I am trying to hold on for dear God, because I found myself saying, I love this woman. But yet, when I made a mistake for 4 hours compared to her 6 months of neglect, she decided to bolt. I begged her to please let's try again, to please, can we try to talk about this? Can we discuss why I even got to this point? She decided to deny me. I begged, she said no. But then something happened. In fact, let me take a second right here. Hold on. What happened is she started me on a great journey to find myself again. And not just find myself, ladies and gentlemen, but to discover my true self. Discover who was really deep down inside the entire time. I didn't just find Chris again. I found Phoenix. I found a beacon of hope, a beacon of light that was always in me. I always had it, to rise from the ashes, come out of the fire, and truly be myself. Speak my truth. Give it to people how it is. If it offends people, oh well. But I know a lot of people truly do understand where I'm coming from. And guess what? These people that gravitate towards me nowadays, I don't have to beg them to spend any time with me. I don't have to beg them 5 minutes. I don't have to beg them to just give me a platform to speak to them about something. I don't have to worry about being dehumanized anymore. I don't have to worry about somebody denying me just a simple damn conversation, even though I have poured months and months of effort into them, love into them, trying to give fair, equal give and take with this person, but yet receiving very little in return. I no longer have to deal with something like that again, and I will never, ever, ever allow myself to be so low that I will beg a very selfish person to control me, to run me, to make me feel like I'm not good enough, even though I know this person can do a hell of a lot more because I witnessed it. I no longer will beg anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, then get out of here. Go on. Because guess what? Myself, I'm going to do exactly what I need to do. And I hope this can help encourage any other person who may be going through something like this. Don't you lower yourself to such a low tier level to accept bad treatment, to accept being neglected, to accept being withdrawn from, to be withheld from, when you know the person is fully capable of giving it to you, but they don't want to do it because of their damn ego. And they want to make you suffer because guess what? Misery loves company. You could be pouring so much love into them. You could be pouring so much effort into them. You could be showing them so much grace. But when it comes time for you to finally receive the grace from them, what do? They don't show up. They fucking run. And they act like a coward while they're doing it too. And they want to try to dehumanize you by making you beg for them. Beg for their effort. When they know fully damn well that you deserve it and way more. But they want to try to protect themselves by trying to play the victim. But guess what? Real people will see through that bullshit and call them out for it. And if they don't, they're just simply flying monkeys, people who are yes men, yes ladies, whatever the case may be. But guess what? You ain't one of them. You don't have to be one of them. You can be yourself. And trust me, people who are real will always understand your value. You don't have to beg them to see shit because they will see it with their own eyes and they will not be in denial like that person I was dealing with at all. I want to applaud anyone to stand up for yourself with these types of situations. Don't allow yourself to accept the lowest common denominator because this person is trying to cosplay as some damn high value person and they know they ain't shit. They know they're draining you of your love and effort and they're just mirroring back what you're pouring into them. They know this. So don't you ever allow someone to make you think you don't deserve the most common denominator or human basic decency. If you've given them grace and they got the nerve to try to act like you don't deserve it, then fuck that person. Him or her, I swear to God. Yes, fuck them. Don't you ever allow someone to make you feel less than or make you feel like you don't deserve human decency or understanding when you have given them plenty of days to cry their ass off about stuff, to cry their ass off about their life because they are living a double life from you and trying to keep you under wraps, or they're trying to keep a dirty secret with a third party in the background. But guess what? You can feel it anyways because you know their energy has changed with you. It has changed and they know it. So that's why they won't allow you to explain your side of the story. They want to run and say, oh, you took away my confidence with this. But guess what? I lowered myself down. You basically threw me in a hole and buried me alive. But I came out of that damn hole, and now I am rising like a phoenix all the way up in the air, all the way up into space. Always to rise, always shining, always burning. And I will not allow myself to go back down to the ground with you again, to cosplay as a husband or cosplay as a wife or whatever the case may be, just to make you feel special when I know damn well you make me feel like shit. No way. No thank you. Keep that to yourself. You can have all that. But me, I'm going to do my thing. And that's why I'm encouraging anyone who may watch this video. I encourage you all to do your thing. Please, do your thing. Don't allow someone to convince you that you have no value. That's bullshit. That's a lie. You do have value. Don't worry about what the bank account says. You have value regardless of how much money you have or whatever type of assets you have. If you're a good, solid person, a giving person, a loving person, then you have a hell of a lot more value than that person who may try to play you into thinking that you're a peasant. You are not a peasant. You are a king or a queen doing your thing, and that's why they wanted to have you in the first place. Don't let them fool you. That's all I had to say for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Stay golden. Stay truthful. Be blessed. Bye-bye.